Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And I kind of sort of have a plan and I hope I can make it work. And that's a 10 by 20 inch by 2 inch gallery wrap canvas that's more or less primed. These are little swipe cards and I may or may not use those. I am thinking strongly about using my spatulas from Princeton Art Tools. And we'll see what happens. I'll leave those handy. I'm going to start by giving myself a little black to moisten the top of the canvas, and I'm also going to let that slide right over the side because I know that's not completely covered. It'd be nice if I'd left myself some room other than the bottles, but that's just the way it goes. So I can't see that, but it occurs to me that if I tip it up I probably can. So that's not a bad cover. That's pretty good actually. I gotta be fast because it's in the 90s out here. And what I want to do is do the same thing on the bottom and add a layer of white pearl in between. I may have to just grab a new spatula to do that. I'm going to do a swipe, or many swipes I should say. I'm just using that spatula and forcing the paint right over to the edge and right down over, and then I can scrape the edge of my spatula off and get a nice little wave melting down the side. And like I said, I want some white pearl in there. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. It may disappear. It's actually white metallic from Anita's, which I use and tell you guys often that I like to use for sort of a, I don't know, sort of a medium. Like pouring medium, only not. How do I say that? Alright, so I'm good with that. Now it's time to grab another spatula and use my white. White metallic. I don't know what the edges are going to look like, the ends. Maybe if I scrape that off right now, yeah, I can get some. It might not look very nice with my fingerprints in it though. Maybe I should just squeeze a little bit of that right over there right now. Give a little dabble, do ya? It may straighten out. Floetrol levels things, and there's Floetrol in my mix. You can find my paint pouring mix underneath the video. So now I'm going to do several other things. That's probably a lot more than I needed, but that's okay. It's a good start. This is my enamel. Acrylic enamel. Kind of hoping that's open. Give it a bit of a shake. Come on, out you come. Can't do this if you don't come out. Ah! Okay, we are free and clear. I've been kind of thinking about this and looking forward to it for a while. You'd think my bottles would be clear though. Alright, I'm not sure how this is going to go at all. I'm going to throw a little bit more of my, that magenta in there. I think I'm going to change my mind and add some of my 24 karat gold deco art with a little orange in there. A lot less since I watered it down with some more gold. I'm going to throw that in the bucket. Now I found that little card with the purple and the blue and the turquoise, and I love the way it looks so much that I'm really thinking that I want some purple. And I'll fill in between with the blue. I'm going to put that right down at the bottom. I don't know what this is going to look like, but I'm hoping that it's going to be cool. It's definitely ghost swipe, and I thought maybe if I want to combine all those colors and dribble them across afterwards, I could do that. So let's just try let's just try. Let's just try the last spatula and do that. And usually I wipe those colors off in a little dish, which I actually have here. But right at the moment I just push them right down over the edge. And I am going to scrape off that spatula again. I'm just back scraping. I'm going to wind up with a whole lot of paint on my tile. But I've got some really nice rainbowy things happening that I'm pretty happy about. And I will scrape off my tile, like I said. I might even do that sooner than later. Right into my little dish. Not that it won't all kind of turn purple. So I might use the colors left in the dish, which are pretty nice, to go across the top. I might also want to wipe that spatula off. Consistently. They can leave nothing there. I've got a damp studio rag and I don't know why I'm not using it. I'm just putting my spatula down underneath the edge of that 2-inch wide base and catching the paint and then scraping it off. Now I can definitely put something up at the top of this, and I'm really, really strongly considering it. Still getting good colors in my dish, still scraping my spatula off, and mostly cleaning off the schmutz. Right down onto the edge. Both ends are almost covered. I don't know what that white metallic did. Maybe it did nothing. My bottom is somewhat covered. I kind of want to play. And I'm going to take all of that. Let it run up and maybe back. See if there's any more in here. I don't want those cells to go away, and those cells are really awesome. Now I could do all kinds of stuff with that, including the straw does tend to mix things a little too much. I want that to go right over the side, and it did. Cool. Now I've got more. And I'm inclined to do whatever it takes. I could even use a basting brush if I were so inclined to tendril that out, but I think more likely I'm just going to let it tip up again. Maybe I'll grab the dull end of a skewer and use those to add a few dots using the heavy paint that's metallic already and just kind of fun. I thought about, oh, I don't have any in the middle. That's easily solved. And I could mix that with gold if I wanted to. Let's see what I do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's grab a little gold. throw some of that up there also. Being kind of gentle and judicious about our application. You can always add more. It's really not that much fun trying to take things away. Now if I use the fat end of the skewer, I might also want to use the pointy end, but it's really hard to get it to actually leave much of a mark. Well, usually it is. Right at the moment it seems to be working perfectly. So I'm just going to lead a few of those tendrils right down into the cells, because I can. That's the name of my first book on the Amazon link, under the link tree, under Show More under the video, where you can find all kinds of cool stuff. And if you shop there, it's at no added cost to you, and it helps me out. And I really appreciate that, because revenues at YouTube, I just slipped. That's the first time I can remember ever slipping. Well, I think a dot of gold is required in there now. I'm being called to the turquoise, and I'm not going to stop myself either. Even though there isn't a lot of turquoise in there, that might make it outstanding. Although I want to do some of this. And push and pull some of those bottom colors that I added by back pushing the spatula. Especially the gold, just to break it up a little bit. I could actually use the basting brush just at the bottom and be pretty happy. Kind of like to dip it in. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted some funky colors. In more or less pretty random spots. Someday I'm going to figure out what to do with that white metallic. But for the most part, at the moment, I think I'm good. And yes, I did that, and I don't regret it. I've got a nice little swipe card. And I attached it to my skewer using a piece of clear duct tape. I really don't want to ruin anything, but I do like adding a few lines in, especially while the paint is still wet and I can get away with it. I might even indulge, if I had the sharp end of a skewer. Which one is it? Ah, yes, always wanted to do that. Not sure I should have done that with the skewer. I've got a couple ends on these. Two different ends. Really like that turquoise at the bottom. I think once I finish pulling that turquoise through, I am going to put a few more spirals in. Sorry about the off-kilterness. I get distracted working. So now I'm just going to put those spirals in like I said. Because I can. And it's one of my things. And hope that I don't disturb anything too greatly. I don't have a ton of paint down there. But as long as you can get a layer of wet paint on a skewer, you can usually drop the skewer in a few places and add some colors if you need to. I'm just tapping across the bottom to open up some colors. Blend some other things, add some texture, because that's turning out to be pretty cool, even though I wasn't expecting to do that. I'm liking how that's looking a lot. So the only thing that's weird is this top part where everything's a little bit darker than I would normally like to have it. So rather than take it and live with it, I'll just change it. Because I can. And so can you. And if I want, I can put some more of that 24 karat gold with the orange in it. I say that now, and then I cannot. And that's just fire and rainbows. And I'm sort of haphazardly blending that in, but I like how that looks. So I got 2 minutes to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, and my email address is below the Linktree link at the top of the description underneath the video, where I mentioned you can find the paint pouring recipe under there also. Under the Linktree you're going to find Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, where you can see what I post the night before for tomorrow's video. You can also find that video on the community board on my YouTube channel, where you can find PayPal and Patreon. If you'd like to use those, like other people have in the past, thank you other people for helping keep me painting at YouTube. I really appreciate that. There is a drawing, monthly drawing, and you can see the prizes for that drawing on the exhibition video on the end of any video in the last 20 seconds. I've got a little bit of paint put aside, and I don't want to lose it, so I'm going to cover it up with something for a minute. Throw my tool in the bucket, turn this around for you guys. Try not to do too many things upside down. It's a bad habit of mine. I don't know, it's sort of like gambling. It's not a good idea. So I love you guys. There's 86,770 a few minutes ago. Please give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I really appreciate it. I do sell my artwork. I think I mentioned that. You can contact me for future reference for classes using the email under the Linktree. My Amazon link has all kinds of stuff on it. I mentioned the OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula and the Princeton Art Catalyst. We have playlists on my YouTube channel, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Priscilla Batzell, of over 1,300 videos, and they are organized so that you can conveniently find what you want. They're organized by genres and by the hundreds, so you can keep track of what you've seen and where you might want to go next. I love you guys dearly. I got 1 minute, and I'm not sure I should be doing this, but I gotta try it anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a little bit of orange in there. Just a little. And that'll zhuzh it up some. So you guys take care of each other and take care of yourselves. I love you dearly. I think I mentioned that. My website is also underneath the Linktree, along with my Google business page. If you wanted to give me a nice review, that would be great. I will be posting tomorrow's video on the community board. I mentioned that. I think I'm covered. Teespring, I just added more cool stuff to Teespring, which is all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts. Just the tiniest bit of orange. Kind of want to put it in the bottom too. Nope, don't like that. Gone now. I love you guys. I'll see you anon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, saying hope to see you tomorrow. Maybe you'll do some binge watching.